Okay, here I am trying to offer Tino food, and I'm in the least defensive, offensive posture. I'm sitting down on the ground, and he still won't come over and get a carrot. Okay, now he's starting to come over. This is when we first got him, so he was pretty sure I was really scary, and he hadn't really thought that humans were here to help him, so okay, he finally takes a treat. Now I'm going to stand up. I've got the whip behind me, but that is just a directional tool. And he doesn't really know how to walk with me yet, but we're going to try. These are the first steps of him walking with me. And so he has to feel like it's safer to be with me than to run off into his shed and be off by himself. So right now he's not really sure, and that's why he is okay with me being in front of him, but if I get beside him, he is really nervous. Like right there, he's thinking about running away, but he says, well, she is just feeding me. She can't be too bad. But I'm still not willing to walk right next to her. I'm going to walk 4 or 5 feet away, just in case I have to get away. So these are the first steps he's taking with me here. And so then I decide, well, maybe if I just scratch him, he likes to be scratched. And he's kind of itchy, so now you can see he says, wow, maybe humans aren't so bad. Maybe humans are okay. So now I'm asking him to walk forward with me, to do a little circle. And I'm saying, yes, you walked 2 steps, you get a cookie. Good job. Or I think I have carrots. And he doesn't get any treats any other time, so this is the only time he gets special food, is when he'll walk with me. Of course, he always has the option of leaving, and he's not sure what to do, but he says, as long as you're in front of me and far away from me, I'm okay. So there, he's not really sure what to do. Now I'm getting him to halt. I'm saying, okay, let's see if you'll just halt. And he says, but you have food. I want to come. Now I said, okay, you have to halt, and then you can come a couple steps and get some food. And then maybe I want to have him mirror my steps, so then I want him to back up. And then I give him a cookie for that. And all this time he can get away, which is really important in this Liberty horse training, that he can always get away if things are really, just like right there, really scared. He's scared of all kinds of make-believe things in the woods. And I'm trying to say, you know, you don't need to be so scared. It's okay. He says, okay, maybe I will walk with you. Maybe you're better than what's in the woods. And I'm trying to get him to come a little more forward, so he's next to me rather than in back of me. But he's really jumpy. Like if I were to walk in the back of him right now, he would run away so fast. And he's probably 3 years old right here. So, but these rescued horses are so worried about what you might do to them. So now I say, look, I can scratch you from the other side. His right side is his scary side. But now I think he's just about had enough. Yep. Now he wants to get over to the other horse. He's sort of desperately trying to get away. He sort of had his quota of human time. He's like, I don't know what to do. I don't want to be with you. So this was a few months later. I was working Tino out in a field, and we worked a lot on trust and just grooming and scratching and all those kinds of things. So he actually wants to be with me. In his mind right now, he thinks the safest place to be is right next to you. So he wants to be next to his human right now. And so he's just shadowing my he's sort of shadowing my movements. And I know Robin Gates at Liberty Horse Training, she always says she'd rather work them and train them and work with them in a big field than in a smaller area. So this is just more natural to him. Like right there, I just showed him that it's time to eat, that now is a safe time to eat. And if anything, I think I'm just moving a little too fast. I should probably just slow it down and give him time to process. But it makes sense to him that there's sometimes that we eat and there's sometimes that we don't eat. Because the times when we don't eat is like, in his mind, it might be a little unsafe. So since I'm the leader here, so anyway, now he likes his little scratch. It says, to him, scratch and reward is, a scratch is the same as food. So, and right there he tried to eat, and I sort of said, no, now's not a good time. So you can hear my other horse screaming in the background. But it's so nice to work these animals out on a field like this. It just feels a lot more natural. And it's easy to reward him because we could stop anytime and eat. So, and the only thing I'd say here is he looks like he's crowding me a little bit. And these were the early days when we were first learning how to do this. Right there, he's backing, he's just mirroring me. And I'm trying to get him not to get too far in front of me and not to get too far behind me. But when he's good, that's when we stop and eat. So, and yeah, love it on the field. That works great.
That's real good.
So here we're leaving the arena, and one of the things about Liberty Horse Training is that it's nice to show them scary objects when you're not riding them. Right here, we're going to go up to some stuff that he was previously really afraid of. And the only thing I'd say here is it would have been nice to reward him with the grass. Right now I'm doing clicker, and then I'm doing a cookie, and he wants to eat the grass. So that, I should have listened to him more. He really wanted the grass, so I should have spent a good long time and waited in between these two objects. But I moved too fast. That's kind of my problem here. But now we're going to go over to the second object and see what he does with that. And it's so nice not to be on their backs when they could potentially be reactive. And so I've trained him to touch scary objects for a cookie, and that's what he's doing here. And I'm trying to move the object. So things are different when they're turned over. So, and then here you can see he got away from me and he ended up on a patio that's not safe. And so I can lead him out of scary things. Did you see he was very reactive there? But he said, well, if you say it's safe, it's safe. And he's walking away from the dangerous, slippery patio. And it's a really good thing to be able to lead them out of a scary situation and have them realize that you're in charge and you're in control of the situation. So now here, this is the draw I'm at. It's so wonderful we got this video. It shows him coming back to me, being excited and happy, and there's a lot of spring in his step. And you know, one of the things about Liberty Horse Training is it doesn't just tie them down and they don't just submit to you. Here I'm trying to get him to go away from me and be excited, and and then in the very next second come back to me and be calm. And then we're using the idea of seeking here, where he actually is getting to go forward, expand, and go out of his fear. And when he goes out of his fear, then he's in that seeking mode that Temple Grandin talks about.